Some things disappear like smoke in the wind. Slow, just like the love we used to know. The room still echoes with your goodbye, and questions hanging in the night. The clock keeps ticking on the wall, but time don't answer me at all. I trace your name across the dust, a reminder of a broken trust. You swore forever, you swore you'd stay, but forever vanished when you walked away. Oh, you left me with smoke and empty promises, a heart full of scars and unanswered wishes. You painted dreams across my sky, then disappeared without goodbye. Smoke and empty promises, that's all that's left of us. But every flame that burned me down will light the road I'm walking now. The barroom lights glow soft and low, like memories I can't let go. A lonely guitar cries from the stage, singing songs of love and rage. I used to wait beside the phone, afraid of being all alone. Now I hear freedom in the silence, and strength inside the violence. Every lie you told me lost its power with the years, and every night I survived was stronger than my fears. Oh, you left me with smoke and empty promises, a heart full of scars and unanswered wishes. You painted dreams across my sky, then disappeared without goodbye. Smoke and empty promises, that's all that's left of us. But every flame that burned me down will light the road I'm walking I don't need another apology, I don't need another excuse. The truth finally found me when I had nothing left to lose. You thought I'd stay inside the wreckage, living in yesterday's pain. But roses grow through broken concrete, and sunshine follows rain. You left me smoke and empty promises, but you never took my spirit with them. The woman standing here tonight found a way back to the light. Smoke and empty promises, just fading shadows in the dark. And now the fire inside my soul is brighter than it was at the start. No more looking back, no more wondering why. Your memory is just smoke now. freedom. Just freedom. Yeah. Oh, baby. This one's for the road. The stage lights flicker through the haze tonight, like fading stars in a dying sky. The crowd is gone, the chairs are empty, but your memory won't say goodbye. There's a half-finished drink beside the piano, a lonely shadow across the floor. I've played this song 1,000 times, but tonight it hurts a little more. The city sleeps beyond these windows, while my heart keeps keeping score of every kiss, every promise, every slammed and broken door. I told myself I'd be alright, that time would heal the pain, but some ghosts know every shortcut back through the pouring rain. So play one more song before goodbye, one more chance to say what we never said, one more melody for the dreams that died and the words still trapped inside my head. Play one more song before goodbye, before your shadow finally fades away. Let the guitar cry what my heart can't hide. Just one more song before goodbye. The jukebox glows like an old confession, spinning stories of the lost and found, and every note cuts a little deeper when your name comes around. I remember dancing in the kitchen, barefoot on a Sunday morning floor. We were young enough to believe forever before forever walked out the door. Now the silence feels much louder than the thunder ever could, and I'd trade every sleepless midnight for one moment if I could. fade. And when the final note fades into the dark, I'll keep the music, not the pain. The lights have faded, the night's almost gone. One more song, then I'm moving on. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on. Yeah. Oh no. Midnight don't lie. No, it never does. The house gets quieter after dark, when the daylight has nowhere to hide. That's when the truth comes walking in and sits right by my side. The pictures hanging on the hallway wall still tell stories of better days, but shadows know what photographs don't, and they see through every face. I pour another cup of cold regret, watch the moonlight cross the floor, trying to convince myself I don't miss you anymore. But every silence speaks your name, every memory leaves a mark, and every road I thought was over leads me back into the dark. Because midnight don't lie, it tells me everything I tried to hide. When the world goes to sleep, that's when the truth comes alive. Midnight don't lie, it sees the tears behind my pride. It knows I'm still healing, though I tell everyone I'm fine. The rain taps softly on the rooftop like fingers on an old guitar, playing songs about broken hearts and lovers drifting far. I used to blame myself for everything, for every crack and every fall, but love can break without a reason, and nobody wins it all. Now I'm learning how to forgive the woman I used to be, the one who stayed too long when she should have left to be free. Every scar has its purpose, every wound has its time, and every piece of my broken heart is slowly 'cause midnight don't lie, but tonight it sees a different light. A woman rising from the ashes, no longer afraid to fight. Midnight don't lie, he watched me survive every storm. Now the tears have turned to strength, and the broken have been reborn. Midnight don't lie, and tonight neither do I. Yeah, the night is fading, the dawn is near, and I'm still here, still here, still here, still here. Yeah. Oh Lord, I never said I was innocent. I got dust on my boots and scars on my skin, 1,000 bad decisions and a few I'd make again. I've chased the wrong lovers down the wrong roads, carried heavy secrets like a suitcase full of stones. The mirror tells a story that I can't erase, every line and every shadow written on my face. I've fallen hard, I've crossed some lines, but I survived every single time. I ain't no saint, never claimed to be. I danced with the devil, and he danced with me. I made mistakes, I've worn the blame, but I won't apologize for learning through the pain. I ain't no saint, but I'm standing tall, and after everything, I still didn't fall. There were nights of whiskey and mornings full of regret, moments I'd forget if I could forget. I loved too deeply, trusted too fast, held on to people who were never meant to last. But every broken promise, every slam door made me stronger than I was before. The fire burned, the less nobody could replace. I ain't no saint, and that's alright. I've walked through hell and came back to the light. I've lost my way, I paid the cost, but I found myself in everything I lost. I ain't no saint, never needed wings. I've got a heart full of scars and a voice that still sings. No halo above me, no crown on my head, just a survivor, moving ahead. Lonely town, neon reflections dripping to the ground. The radio plays our favorite song, but somehow now it feels all wrong. I've been driving down these empty streets, chasing echoes and unfinished dreams. Your memory rides beside me still, like a ghost that time could never kill. And every mile pulls me further from your touch, but the silence keeps reminding me I loved you far too much. These broken wings still try to fly through the darkest corners of the sky. You left a storm inside my soul, a wound that never quite grows old. But I'll keep running through the night, searching for a trace of light. above the thunder rolling through the sky. You left a storm inside my soul, but you no longer have control. Now I'm stronger than I've ever been. The battle scars became my skin, and every tear that once fell down has turned into a crown. I can feel the morning coming. Yeah, these broken wings, they're flying now. They're flying now. Yeah, oh yeah. Some hearts are made of gold. Mine was made from the blue. I grew up where the street lights flickered and the nights felt twice as long, where broken dreams drifted through the alleys like the words of an old sad song. My mama said, girl, keep your head up even when the sky turns black. But nobody teaches you how to heal when love don't come back. I learned young how to hide the hurt, how to smile through the pain. But every scar became a chapter written by the rain. Every tear was a teacher, every loss left a clue. And somewhere in the wreckage I found my truth. 'Cause I was born from the blues, raised by heartbreak and hard times, made from midnight memories and 1,000 unfinished rhymes. I was born from the blues, but the blues never broke me down. They built these weary wings and taught me keeps singing, the guitar still cries, and I'm still standing under these blue skies. Blue skies. Blue skies. I got dust on my halo and fire in my veins. Sunday morning finds me restless, sitting where the shadows fall. There's a crack inside the silence, and your name is in it all. The church bells ring across the valley, but they can't wash away the years. I've carried every broken promise like a pocket full of tears. The wind keeps blowing through the curtains like a voice I used to know, and every memory still lingers long after letting go. I tried to be an angel, tried to do everything right, but angels don't survive the kind of storms I fight. I've got dust on my halo and scars beneath my skin. I've been down roads so dark I thought I'd never rise again. I've got dust on my halo, but my soul still shines somehow. I may not be perfect, but I'm stronger now. There were nights I lost my direction, chasing love through neon lights, believing every sweet deception could somehow make things right. I gave my heart without conditions, watched it break 1,000 ways. Still I found a reason to keep walking through the smoke and haze. Every bruise became a lesson, every lesson left a mark, and every mark became a letter when I The night was cold, but I'm still here. And my story's not told, not told, not told. The night is cold, but not as cold as goodbye. Your photograph is fading on the dashboard, just another ghost along the ride. 1,000 miles between the truth and memory, yet I still feel you by my side. The city lights are melting in the distance, like promises we couldn't keep. Every time the world falls asleep, I gave you all the best of me, every dream and every scar. Now I'm learning how to heal beneath these lonely stars. Tonight was the last time I cried for you, the last time I let your shadow pull me through, the last time I watched the rain. Tonight was the last time I broke apart, the last time I carried your weight in my heart. The pain may stay, but I'll survive. This is the night I come alive. The old jukebox plays another heartbreak, a melody worn thin with time. But somehow keeps telling me the ending wasn't all your crime. We were fire running through dry fields, burning brighter than we should. But flames don't ask for permission, and love doesn't always do what it could. Every wound became a lesson, every tear became a road, and every road kept leading me back to my own soul. Tonight was the last time I cried for you, the last time I let your shadow pull me through, the last time I watched the rain fall down, wishing you'd come around. Tonight was the last time I broke apart, the last time I carried your weight in my heart. The pain may stay, but I'll survive. This is the night I come alive. I can feel the thunder changing, I can hear a different song. The woman in the mirror has been stronger all along. You taught me how to lose, but losing taught me more. Sometimes goodbye is just the key to open time I beg the moon above to bring me back your love. Tonight I'm leaving all the hurt behind, every chain that once controlled my mind. The scars remain, but so does pride, and now I stand with nothing left to hide. Tonight was the last time. I see you fading in my rearview mirror. Dust rose across this old highway like secrets blowing through the wind. Another town, another midnight, another place where I've been. The engine hums like a lonely prayer underneath the pale moonlight. I keep my hands tied on the wheel, trying not to lose this fight. Your memory rides shotgun beside me with a smile I can't erase. Every mile I leave behind still carries traces of your face. But every road has an ending, every storm runs out of rain, and every broken heart eventually learns to carry its own pain. You're the devil in my rearview mirror, getting smaller every mile. You are the fire that burned me down, but you can't stop me now. I hear your whispers in the darkness, but they don't own me anymore. I'm driving straight into the sunrise, leaving you behind for sure. The radio crackles with old blue songs, singing stories just like mine, about lovers who disappeared and left their ghost behind. I used to wear my sorrow proudly, like a chain around my neck. But chains get heavy after years, and I've paid every day. Tonight the stars feel a little brighter, the sky a little more alive. For the first time in forever, I believe but the strongest steel is forged inside the hottest coals. You thought I'd stay broken forever, lost inside your storm. But storms don't last forever, and neither does the cold. You're the devil in my rearview mirror, just a shadow on the road. You tried to steal my spirit, but you couldn't take my soul. Now the sunrise fills my windshield, and freedom fills my veins. I found the woman I was meant to be, beyond the heartbreak and pain. You're the devil in my rearview mirror, and tonight you're finally gone. Yeah, the road keeps calling, the sun keeps rising, and I'm still driving on, driving on, driving.